Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for another positive spin. This week, we're going to be talking about the Child's Play remake. Now, my relationship with this film is I actually saw this in the theaters with my wife, and we both enjoyed it. Even though my wife is not that big of a horror fan, she kind of enjoyed this because it does have a fun side to this film. And when it came out on Blu-ray, I actually found it at the flea market that I go to. A bunch of movies were being brought in right as I was there, so I was in the right place at the right time, and I bought it for pretty cheap. And I've enjoyed it more every time I've watched it, for the most part. Now let's put a positive spin on the Child's Play remake. Now this movie, in my opinion, starts out with a bang because you hear the owner of I think it's Kaplan Industries, the owner of that industry, which happens to be played by Tim Matheson. And I've always liked Tim Matheson. I always thought he was a really good actor. So you get him explaining about their company and what they want to do for the public. Um, and from there, one of the workers who has been having problems and doesn't look very good. He pretty much sabotages the buddy doll, this one buddy doll, by turning off all of its good things and turning on all of its bad things. And then he commits suicide. That is what happened. All right. Buddy looks just creepy enough without being overboard. Sometimes I think they try to go overboard on the creepiness, and to me, it's a little bit less effective. This looks like something that people would actually buy, but it does have a little bit of a creepiness to it. Aubrey Plaza is great in this, and I don't know. I've always had kind of a thing for her, but yeah, she is really good in this. The mother and son dynamic is really good in this, and the kid is a little bit older, so would the kid be playing with a AI doll? Maybe not. Maybe I'm not really sure, but the kid is more believable being older. He's a little bit less likely to tell tales. Andy in the original Child's Play was a lot younger, and no one believed him about Chucky. I like the voice of Buddy. I didn't know who it was actually. I didn't know it was Mark Hamill until the guys on the Super Slash Brothers, we had talked about it, and it was Mark Hamill. And I thought he did a fantastic job. I like the police officer and his mom. They seem like cool people. And that's one thing about this movie. In a lot of horror movies today, it seems like a lot of the characters are annoying. And that's one thing I can say about this movie is that there are a lot of cool characters in it. I mean, I like the kid, main kid who plays Andy. Um, of course, the mom and the people down the hall. Some of his friends are okay, but I was just talking about the police officer and his mom down the hall. They seem like cool people. The relationship between Buddy and Andy is kind of touching in a way before things start going awry. I like that. I mean, of course, you have a relationship between Andy and Chucky in the original, but this seems like it goes a little bit further. This kid actually lacks friends, and Buddy is kind of a buffer, or actually, his name's Chucky, but the Buddy doll is kind of a buffer in a way for him to make friends. And just seeing him with a doll is kind of touching. There's a really cool relationship between those two. Uh, Chucky definitely does some creepy things. Um, like when he's hiding in the corner and he makes the cat noises and just trying to kill the cat altogether. It's pretty creepy. The boyfriend kill is so satisfying. Now this guy is a total d bag, and it's really nice to see him get what's coming to him. Um, and just the way they did it was just hysterical. I mean, the whole thing with TCM2 being played in the background, and then him ripping the face off of the skull of the boyfriend, and it's just it's fun. Uh, the Caslan, that's the name of the company. The Caslan car is pretty cool. That's probably where we're headed as a society. Um, that whole thing is just pretty cool that Buddy actually takes over, or Chucky, keep calling it Buddy. Chucky actually takes over the car and kills the old lady. It's a interesting and different type of kill. And as I was saying, because I just wrote this down again, the old lady kill is super creepy. It's pretty fun. When Chucky takes over, that is one thing that I really liked about this film. It's bad enough you have Chucky trying to kill the mom and the kid, but him taking over all the AI of all the Buddy twos that are coming out, it makes the threat greater than it would have been in, like, say, the original Child's Play, or even any of um, the sequels or anything, because you have to deal with him trying to kill you to begin with, but then when he takes over the AI and starts having everything come at you at one time, it's pretty. I thought that was a pretty ingenious thing that they did. And I also like when the kids band together to try to help Andy and take down Chucky. All in all, this film is a blast. I think it's one of the better made remakes, in my opinion. It's not. I mean, it's not a favorite of mine. I mean, I do really like it a lot, but it's not one of my favorites as far as remakes go. But it's probably one of the best made, and it's the type of remake that I like. It takes the source material and then it does something different with it. Everybody complains about shot for shot, and no one seems to want originality. So that's kind of the middle ground, is that you take some of the source material and then you do something different with it. But then people have a problem with that too. So I don't know. I love this movie. I think it's fantastic. Um, Definitely a well-made remake. And that's been my positive spin on Child's Play, the remake from 2019. Don't forget to check out Joe's positive spin, and if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.